So you're laying in bed having trouble sleeping again. I've been there, and I understand the frustration of feeling tired and having your mind conspire against you. I'm Dale Hewitt, founder of New Phase Blend CBD Company, and today I'm here to talk with you about CBD and melatonin. According to the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine, about 1 in 4 Americans develop acute insomnia each year. Is your insomnia a chronic problem? If so, you may have turned to common home remedies like aromatherapy, white noise, and maybe even melatonin. But what about CBD oil? The fact that you're reading this or watching this probably means that you've heard of the benefits of CBD. You may even be wondering if it's safe to take CBD together with melatonin. The answer may not be what you think. So what is melatonin? According to the Journal of Psychiatry and Neuroscience, melatonin is a hormone that's responsible for controlling your natural sleep-wake cycle. Melatonin levels in the bloodstream are at their highest at night, largely because darkness stimulates the production of melatonin, hence why we naturally just feel sleepy at night. This is also why researchers believe that melatonin supplements, which artificially increase melatonin levels, can provide at least some relief against insomnia, jet lag, and delayed sleep phase syndrome, or DSPS. So unlike other sleep medications, melatonin supplements produce little to no side effects, such as addiction or even maybe a diminished response after continuous use. That doesn't happen with melatonin. However, experts note that melatonin is generally safer for short-term use. Melatonin supplements are commonly available in pill form, and they can be taken orally. Melatonin is most effective when directly absorbed into the bloodstream, just like CBD. So the results of taking melatonin, they can vary from one person to another. If you've taken melatonin before bedtime, you may have felt a bit drowsy. However, it probably took too long to fall asleep, if you even fell asleep at all. Maybe you fell asleep, but you woke up repeatedly. One reason this can happen is that your mind may not have had enough time to calm down and really prepare to go to sleep, which also can make it difficult to stay asleep. This is where CBD helps. So what is CBD and will it help me sleep? While melatonin plays a vital role in regulating the sleep-wake cycle, it does not put you to sleep effectively. Rather, the hormone alerts the brain of the need to fall asleep. This is where CBD comes into play. So let's take some time to go over exactly what CBD is and why it works best as a sleep aid when you mix CBD and melatonin. Let's talk about CBD or cannabidiol. CBD is a cannabinoid, which is just a fancy word for plant chemical, that's found within the cannabis plant. CBD boomed in popularity shortly after the Agricultural Improvement Act of 2018, which decriminalized hemp products and hemp-based products. The catch is, the hemp must contain less than 0.3% THC. There's plenty of other cannabinoids within cannabis too, roughly 124 known to be exact. As more research is conducted, more of these chemicals are found. Most people are familiar with the cannabinoid called THC. This is the one in cannabis that makes people feel high. Hemp-based products cannot get you high, not even a little bit. This means that we can now reap all of the medical benefits of the cannabis plant without the psychoactive effects. I want to talk about some studies on CBD and sleep patterns. According to a study published in the Journal of Psychopharmacology, small doses of CBD increased the total sleeping time in rats, even during light periods of the day. The study also found the relationship between sleep and CBD is affected by when you take it and at what dose, or how much. In this experiment, researchers administered injections containing 2.5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, and 40 milligrams of CBD on adult male rats. The researchers then observed the sleep recordings during the light and dark period for 4 days. They discovered that sleep increased in groups treated with 10 milligrams and 40 milligrams of CBD, and that's compared to subjects that received a placebo. The findings of the study point to the ability of CBD to interact with serotonin and GABA receptors in the brain. Serotonin is just a neurotransmitter often called the happy chemical for its ability to modulate the mood and cognition. GABA is a primary inhibitory neurotransmitter. It's required for the reduction of excess activity in the nervous system. Research shows that CBD interacts with these neurotransmitters, which helps improve your anxiety and mood. This in turn makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. According to these studies, CBD appears to help get some sleep, but just slightly. Most people with severe forms of insomnia find that CBD alone does not help them sleep better. This may go against what you've heard, but it's the truth. So how can we mix CBD oil and melatonin to make an effective sleep aid? The relationship between CBD and melatonin seems to be complementary. However, different portions of the brain regulate melatonin and CBD. Melatonin tells your body it's time to fall asleep, while CBD alerts your brain to recruit the right neurotransmitters to help you stay asleep. This is vital because, as some of you may know, just because you fall asleep doesn't mean that you're going to stay asleep. What's an example of a popular CBD and melatonin sleep aid? In any case, both CBD-rich hemp extract and many melatonin supplements on the market are made from natural ingredients. Together, they can be a potent combination to soothe your sleep problems. For good results, you can't just mix some melatonin and CBD together. The concentration of melatonin and CBD oil, as well as the combination of cannabinoids, must be measured and dosed precisely. So what's the best way to take CBD and melatonin if that's the case? That's a great question, and we get it a lot. So you could technically ingest CBD and follow it up with melatonin. The effects would likely be minimal at best, and this is just because the bioavailability of a substance broken down in the body's digestive system is greatly reduced. This results in about 20% of the original formulation entering the bloodstream. More effective methods of taking CBD include sublingual administration, inhalation, and a topical administration. So what are some good products that mix the two together so we can have a good sleep aid to help us sleep at night? Well, New Phase Blends offers a patent-pending product called Sleep, which is a specially formulated CBD oil for sleep that contains the optimal formulation of melatonin and CBD. With Sleep, we developed the most effective way to combine the potency of melatonin and CBD. As one of our flagship products, Sleep features a laboratory-formulated blend of high-grade CBD oil and premium melatonin to help you build the habit of entering a real and deep sleep. You need to be careful when buying CBD-based sleep aids, though. If you're familiar with the CBD market, you probably already know that it's still largely unregulated by the FDA. That means that it cannot be referred to as a dietary supplement, and no medical claims can be made about CBD either. Hemp was legalized in 2018, but that doesn't mean that the FDA now allows the sale of a CBD dietary supplement. And there's reasons for this. For instance, did you know that hemp seed oil has no CBD at all? The green rush that came with the legalization of marijuana has given rise to many brands bottling up hemp seed oil, adorning the product with marijuana leaves, and selling it as a premium product with none of the benefits of real CBD. I'm not trying to scare you into buying New Phase Blends products. I really just want to make sure you know the truth. Do your research about who you're purchasing CBD products from before adding anything to your cart. Don't take sleep problems lightly either. Done correctly, taking CBD oil with melatonin may provide you with the relief that you need. For the best results, get the right products for your need. So let's wrap up what we talked about, which is mixing CBD oil with melatonin. I think and I hope that you've learned enough to answer the question about, can I mix CBD with melatonin? A lot of people don't realize CBD alone is a poor sleep aid. Honestly, so is melatonin. But I, Dale Hewitt, filed a non-provisional patent with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office that covers the perfect combination of CBD and melatonin to act as a sleep aid that really works. For those of you that like to skip to the end of the video, that's cool. Here's a quick recap on mixing CBD and melatonin. Mixing the two in your household is not likely going to get you the results that you want out of a sleep aid. Yes, you can mix CBD and melatonin, but it has to be done with high-tech equipment to make sure the ratio of cannabinoids and melatonin is perfect. Stirring it up in some water and following it with CBD drops is not going to do it for you. And you need to be careful buying CBD products from companies that aren't reputable. That about covers this topic. So, if you find any interest in this, please subscribe to New Phase Blends via the footer of every page on our website or clicking on the subscribe button at the end of this video. Again, I'm Dale Hewitt. Thank you for your time, and I hope you end up getting the sleep that you've been looking for.